we will start with the first chapter of class 11 biology, that is living world. Hope if you will like the video, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you can get the whatever video will be uploaded by me. Okay, so without wasting the time, we will start the new chapter of class 11, that is the living world. See what happens while talking about the living world. Okay, the first thing comes in our mind that what is living and what is non-living. If the thing they are the living, then what are the characteristics of the living world? So while talking about the living world, we will study one by one, okay, in this topic. The thing that comes first, that what is living? Living is a unique, complex organization of molecules that express itself through chemical reactions, which leads to the growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, reproduction. The object exhibiting growth, development, responsiveness, and other characteristics of lives are designated as living beings. They have their own specific form and structure based on the characteristics. The living objects can be recognized as tree, shrubs, cattle, birds, fungi, bacteria, etc. However, the specific shape, size, structure is also present in many non-living objects such as bricks or rocks. No single traits of life can be distinguished as a living being from one non-living objects. Therefore, a number of traits can be examined simultaneously to the different living beings. So there are the different characteristics. The first one, that is what we can say about the characteristics of the living beings. The first one, that is the cellular organization. Second one, reproduction. Third one, metabolism. Fourth, homeostasis. Fifth, heredity. Sixth, response to stimuli. Seventh, growth and development. And eighth, adaptation through evolution. These are what the different characteristics of the living beings. So let's try to understand about all these one by one in the chapter living world. The first one, that is the cellular organization. So we will start with that. The first thing that comes about the cellular organization means the structurally organized. So let's talk about that. The cellular structure, it is the defining property of living beings. Each living being is a complex entity which forms of one or more cells. These cells are made up of the protoplasm, and which is popularly known as the living matter. Composition of living matter is known. However, we can not yet been able to create the protoplasm because of lack of organization of the biomolecules. Protoplasm and cellular structure are absent in virus. Second one, that is what we can say about, we will study about the reproduction in later phase, but yes, we can say the second, we will talk about the metabolism. While talking about the metabolism, all organisms operate a network of the thousands of chemical reactions. The sum total of all chemical reactions occurring in the living organisms due to the specific interaction among different types of molecules within the interior of the cell is called the metabolism. Metabolism is a defining property of the living organisms. All activity of an organism include the growth, movement, development, responsiveness, reproduction, etc. are due to the metabolism. Non-living objects shows metabolism. However, metabolism reactions can be carried out outside of the body of an organism in the cell-free system, such as the reaction are neither living nor non-living. The isolated in vitro metabolic reactions can be, however, be called the biological reactions or living reactions are they involved in the biochemicals. The types of metabolic reaction are of two kinds, catabolism and anabolism. Anabolism include all the building up reactions. It is also called the constructive reactions, since it involves in the synthesis of the complex substance from simpler one. Example, the synthesis of the organic compound from the CO2 and S2O during the photosynthesis formation of starch from glucose, production of the protein from amino acids, formation of lipid from the fatty acids and alcohol. Energy can be stored in the process. So that's the end of the second characteristics about the metabolism. And in the next class, in the next video, we will talk about some more characteristics along with the, we will try to understand about the catabolism, anabolism and their differences. Thank you. Bye.